Namaste everyone. Welcome to the monthly awareness program that we organize from Geetananda Integrative Therapies every month. And on today's date, we have music therapy as a therapy which can be helpful in integrative medicine and a holistic well-being and what else not. So we are going to explore a lot of things. We already had a session earlier where we discussed about what music therapy is all about and how it gives a lot of relaxation, and along with that in many other areas it is helpful and beneficial. So we had a very good sessions earlier with Sangeeta ma'am and with Utpala alone also. So today we'll start with invocation, requesting all to join with me. ॐ तत्परम्पर्याय विद्महे ज्ञानलिङ्गेश्वराय धीमहि तन्नो गुरुः प्रचोदयाते। ओम योग महर्षि डॉक्टर स्वामी गीतानंद गिरी गुरु महाराज की जय। ओम पुदवै कलमा मणि पुदवै शक्ति योगाचारिणी अम्मा जी मीनाक्षी देवी भवनानी गुरु माता की जय। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। So, namaste and pranam again, everyone. And let us start today's session with basic understanding. And before sharing this PPT and other stuffs today, just wanted to let you know that this monthly awareness program are the initiatives led by Geeta in collaboration with institutions like Swarasthaya, Utpala Swarasthaya, which is a institute in Sri Lanka, which is focused on the medical music therapy or music therapy, and they have sessions and we are collaborated with them, and these awareness programs comes under those sessions. And in today's session, we have our expert, Ms. Utpala Gajamane, who is from Sri Lanka. She is a medical music therapist, researcher, educator, and Indian classical sitarist and vocalist. And she holds masters and a postgraduate diploma in medical music therapy. And she has done this course in our institute of Sri Balaji Vidyapit University, from the Institute of Cell-Genesis and Complementary Medicine, and where she was a gold medalist and with over like 1500 hours of clinical training across oncology, palliative care, neurosurgery, pediatrics, and mental health settings. She integrates evidence-based music therapy with holistic health care. So she is the founder of Swarasthaya Music Therapy Center in Sri Lanka and dedicated to advancing music therapy in healthcare, education, and community well-being. So with these, I would like to welcome Ms. Utpala in this webinar. And yeah, so with these, I would like to start
Thank you so much, Neelachal. I hope we can do something meaningful today. And good evening, pranam. Good morning, good evening, pranam, namaste, ayubowan, vanakkam to all those who are present here.
So without taking much time, we will go into today's session and just letting you know that it will be a very interesting session and with experiential music therapy that you can have. And yeah, just it is better to have that experience than to sit. So hope the screen is visible. Yeah. So over to you, Ms. Utpala. You can take over from here. Okay, before that, let me introduce the basic idea about what Gita is, so that you already have an idea, but I will just give a brief idea again. So Geetananda Integrative Therapies Academy is an institution which is focusing on the integrative approach in the healthcare settings, and with the base, with the foundation of yoga as a therapy, as a education, as a way of life. We can integrate different modalities, like today we have the music therapy. Similarly, we are also integrating the allopathy, naturopathy, Siddha, Ayurveda, dance therapy, and other therapies also in future that we have. If you can see the logo of Gita, there are 52 petals there. And if we go into the text that Swami Geetananda Giri mentions, he has uh, divided the 12-point diagnosis into 52 parts. So this represents into that area. So we have various ways to understand an individual and help them heal them. So yeah, so a very broader approach, and this is what we are trying with Gita at Pondicherry, and with this vision, under the guidance of our dear Dr. Ananda sir, the Rishiputra Yogacharya Dr. Ananda Balogi Bhavanani ji, he is helping us to understand, guide, and motivate us in this direction. So we are his students, and we're trying to manifest the dream that he has, the idea of integrated medicine, integrative approach. And with these things, I would like to hand over to Utpala for today's session. Over to you.
Thank you very much. All right. So today's session is Unmute, the science of music, stress, and your nervous system. We are mentioning science. By that, we don't mean the nervous system, the anatomy or physiology. We are not going to talk about that, but a few practical aspects and how music can intervene in the process of stress. So stress will be addressed mainly today, and why we call it unmute. I think Nilachal will help me explain this. Why do we call it unmute?
Yes, so there is a very important message from this unmute. So we will be not only talk like we generally talk here, but we are also going to feel the conversation. We are going to experience the effect of the music therapy that we are going to have today. So here,
Also,
from talk to the feeling to the experience. Hope that
and we
you.
invite you to share what you feel. Please don't stay on mute. Unmute yourselves and share what you actually feel. Also, we are going to share some scientific facts, facts with backed up with research findings about stress and music. So, yes, so these are the two reasons. Okay, so we invite you to sit in a comfortable position because we are going to have some experiential sessions. If you can, please have a glass of water with you to sip. And you do, I want to remind you that you don't require any musical qualification or background or education to be part of this. It's music and music therapy, and music is just a tool in music therapy. So here we go. Let's start. All right. So I want, we request your responses in this. If I ask you to rate your level of stress over the past week and at the moment, if you are feeling stressed at all, on a scale of 1 to 5, how stressed have you felt this week, or how stressed do you feel right now?
Okay, nice. Amanji, two, 2 to 3. So we'd like to make it more interactive. So yeah, we'll have something. Okay, nice.
Wow, zero stress for me today.
Alokji, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so great. So just keep that record for yourself, because at the end also we'll have something like this to help you understand what level of stress do you have.
Yeah,
Over.
it's amazing to have less stressed participants here. Yes. All right. Okay. Now we are going to share some facts and we are going to talk about those and experience. Um,
Yeah, so
something related to music.
exactly. So music therapy, the lot of research is evidence that we have seen till now, and in today's scenario, music therapy is a very renowned field, and in that a lot of understanding has been made. Like chronic stress shrinks the hippocampus, the part of the brain which is very important, and the brain's memory center, and up to the 14% one. So I'd like to invite Utpala to explain this, how it happens and how it is related with the music therapy. If you can explain in brief.
So stress, when we take chronic stress, we all know that certain hormones are being secreted when we say we are stressed. It happens because of the endocrine system. It's not only in the psychological level, it is in the physical level, it is in the chemical level inside our body. So when we say chronic, now a little bit of stress, a little bit of hormone secretion, and this continues. When the stress is there, being consistent, the hormonal secretion is also being consistent, and it piles up, piles up, piles up, and it becomes a chronic stress. So same stress, maybe because of different reasons, but stress being there again and again, again. So it becomes like a fixed thing to be stressed because the stress hormone is being secreted continuously. And this makes a negative impact on the hippocampus. Hippocampus is mainly responsible for memory as well as emotional regulation. So you feel people who are under chronic stress, they can feel forgetful, they can be forgetful, they can feel they are not in one place, everything everywhere. What am I doing? Not focused, uh, unable to do one thing at a time. So lots of thoughts coming in. So these kind of symptoms can be felt by a person who is under chronic stress. So, stress is not you feeling stressed. It's not only that. It goes to the physiological level. It goes to the chemical level in the physical level. Yes. Next. Also, another aspect of stress. When you are stressed, your heart rate variability drops. What is the heart rate variability? HRV is very important. Now we know that our heart beats like love, love, love. My heartbeat is a little high right now. So the gap between two beats we call the variability. That this gap originally, naturally, in a healthy heart should not be equal. We might think that it should be equal, but no. The gap between beat 1 and beat 2 can be different from beat 2 and beat 3. That can be different from beat 3 and beat 4. So the difference is milliseconds. Yeah, still, it should be natural in the healthier way, it should be different. So when you are stressed, this difference is very less. This difference becomes less. The variability becomes less. So more the variability, you are healthy. And also a healthy heart rate variability or higher heart rate variability means that your autonomic nervous system, which is mainly responsible for to handle stress, is responsive and flexible. I'm sure you might have heard about the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems, which helps us to balance stress. So the um, parasympathetic and sympathetic comes under the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is flexible, means it is ready to uh, for the fight or flight response or to be calm and reset. Okay, so higher heart rate variability means that this parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems can be easily balanced. Let's put it in that way. It is flexible and responsive to whatever we do. If we feel tired or if we feel any something negative, it the sympathetic starts activating. And if you feel relaxed and calmed down, the parasympathetic starts activating. So this action can be made if the heart rate variability is high. There is a variability. But the variability drops means this autonomic nervous system, which is the parasympathetic sympathetic balance, is not there. That is also fixed. So whatever you feel, whatever you do, whatever happens in the environment you are in, this is the same. It is not really flexible, which is unhealthy for us because our body is naturally made to um, react to different situations in different ways. So that being said, the heart rate variability drops is unhealthy. So that is a fact. And let's see how music can make an impact on the stress. Also, the third I would like to mention here, Nilachal, cortisol is the primary stress hormone. So it takes very short time for cortisol to go up to its peak, but it stays there for so long. It doesn't come down easily. It takes hours to come down, the cortisol levels to come down. It takes hours. So it's not easy. Once it is up, it's not easy to bring it down. But music might be a good rescue or option. Okay.
Yes, so we will have one basic experience or basic practice that we'll start with, and we in the yoga practice we mostly try to do this. So requesting all just to sit comfortably and just make yourself ease and comfortable, and we'll just do a very basic awareness practice, just notice our body and different parts of our body. So just be seated wherever you are. If you feel comfortable keeping your spine erect, it is okay. Requesting also if you are comfortable with eyes closed, close your eyes and just try to observe your physical body. Be aware your sitting position, relaxed shoulder, facial muscles relaxed, eyes remain closed. Just try to feel the jaw area, the back of the neck. And just try to feel the whole spine mentally. Observe your breath. Inhale and exhale. Slowly inhale, deeply exhale. Be aware of that inhalation and exhalation. In this process, try to feel your heart, the lub dub, lub dub, lub dub. Whatever the speed is, just try to feel your heart. Inhale, exhale. Now slowly bring your awareness to your breath again. Feel, observe your inhalation and exhalation. Slowly be aware of your surroundings. Keep your eyes closed. Now rub your palms gently. Make it warm. And slowly cup your palms over your eyes. Move your eyes left to right, up and down, rotate in one direction, opposite direction. Blink your eyes in between your palms. Slowly open your eyes, try to adjust and slowly move your palms away from your face. Release and relax. If you have water with you, please have a sip of water. Thank you. So, Utpala, you want to ask something to all our participants?
Thank you very much for that experience, Neelachal. I think my voice tone changed.
So that says like, okay, yeah, we have experienced something.
We have experienced something, and for that change to be there, were we stressed before? So, did you notice anything, any tightness in your jaw, in your shoulders, in the back of your neck? Did you notice any tightness in the beginning when we closed our eyes and tried to focus? Also, how was your breath rate? Did you notice? How was your heartbeat? The beats per minute? How was it?
Anyone want to share?
Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
No, well, I didn't notice any particular tension, but I'm bradycardic. Generally, my heart rate is quite slow normally, but because it's very, very hot here at the moment, so I felt the pulsation, in my extremities, because of probably blood dilation all over the body. And so it was very interesting to try to go deep and tune into the actual rhythm, because you have to mentally go and look for it in a sense. But then as soon as I reached my heart, then I felt, it was like expanded all over because of my blood dilation, I think, because here it's like, wow, 35 degrees in the house, so it's very hot and steamy. So it was interesting to connect to the physiology in a sense, how the blood, is trying to cool down and. So I reconnected with this whole idea of body temperature and regulation and then the slow heart rate. So that, yes, I could feel it quite strongly at the end. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now let's see how music can make an impact. We have some facts ready for you. Okay. Right. If you see, look at this picture with music and without music on the left-hand side and with music in the right-hand side. Okay. So music is one sense that can activate a lot of brain areas, multiple brain areas at once. For instance, take music. It can be listening to music. It can be playing a musical instrument. It can be talking about a song, which is soothing, an enjoyable conversation. So, if I give an example of playing a simple instrument, not a professional instrumentalist, I would say. You play an instrument, you need to look at that instrument most of the time. You have to have focus, let's say on your fingers. If you're playing a violin, you have to have focus on your fingers, not only on your left hand, also on your right hand. You have to hold the bow, you have to move it in a certain way, and you have to focus on the sound that comes out of it. And sometimes you have a notation in front of you, and you have to visually be alert. whether you're playing the right notes. So all your senses, and you feel your fingers, the fingertips on the violin strings. So all the senses are activated at once. And as a result, a lot of brain areas are activated at once with this musical experience. This is one secret behind music being this effective in our lives. All right. So even this says, yeah. So it activates the auditory cortex, motor system, limbic, prefrontal, visual as well. Then next fact, listening to music, you find pleasant triggers dopamine release. Okay. Food brings us pleasure. For me, food brings pleasure. I'm sure for you also. Social connection, talking to people, meeting people brings pleasure, right? So the researchers have found that music also give kind of a similar pleasure. Pleasure hormone, dopamine. Dopamine release is facilitated by listening to music. Okay. Now, a few participants who had listened to relaxing music before a stress test has recovered significantly faster than a control group in a research study. These are a few evidences that we are giving you because music therapy is all about science. It's not about entertainment. So we are giving you evidence. Next, music with a tempo of approximately 60 beats per minute. We call 60 BPM. It has been shown that this music synchronizes well with the resting heart rate. So 60 BPM, around 60 BPM music is recommended for a relaxed, to go into a relaxed state. But this can vary from one person to another because music therapy, how music becomes a therapy is always subjective. What is therapeutic for me, what calms me down, might not calm you down. So this may vary, but 60 BPM in and around this range is recommended. How does this happen? How does it sync with the heart rate easily? This is called entrainment. So I think I can share two audio clips for us to listen together and experience the concept of entrainment rather than me talking or lecturing about it. Can I share my audio, Neelachal?
Yes, please.
Okay. So entrainment is basically two systems who are independent from each other gets together and one system influences the other. That can be the one external system influencing me. Music is the external system. I am the other system, and music starts influencing me. So that is the concept of entrainment. And through entrainment, through entrainment only, this synchronizing with my heartbeat happens. Okay, now I invite you to listen to this music for a while. Let's listen to this for 40 seconds. It's a song, it's with lyrics. So let's see how some might not. So how was the experience listening to it? Were there any physical responses?
I wanted to dance.
Were you tapping?
Yes, Mandavaji.
Yes, ma'am?
Yeah, I wanted to dance and sing.
Okay. Lovely.
No stress.
Okay. You felt like dancing.
Yes, I was dancing in my chair.
Anything else?
In the background, the sound behind the steady beat, there was a background sound that was uniform and steady, and that was centering for me. That was the steadiness behind the lyrics and behind the louder beat that I was drawn to.
Thank you so much. So you might have felt steady as well. There was a steady pattern. Okay.
Yes.
Right. And now let's listen to another part of music. So how did this feel?
Soothing, calming, relaxing.
Okay. That also had an underlying beat. There was a rhythmic, the rhythmic component as well. But those two were very different. And the feeling, the mood, the emotion generated was also different. That steadiness was also different. So this is the concept of entrainment, because in the first one, we felt like dancing. I was also tapping. The second one, I didn't feel at all like dancing. Ma'am, did you? Oh, slow movement. That is entrainment. So this is how music can act on our body as well. We are one system and music comes as an external system. And that's how music can change what we feel, what we do also. We can look at the rest of the slides. So this entrainment comes with our musical preference as well. So whatever the music we prefer, we should use. We should identify and we should use, because the preference or the music and preference or musical taste matters. And in music therapy, I have added the definition here. We use this subjective musical preference as a therapy. So music is used as a tool in music therapy. If you look at the definition, it's an international globalized practice, evidence-based. It's practiced by a professional who is trained, a trained music therapist, and not only with one certain group of people, not only with individuals, it can be with groups, it can be with any type of group. It can be children, it can be elders, palliative care, other hospital settings for pain, whatnot. Also, these music therapy interventions are tailored to the person's, to cater to the person's needs or requirements, and it provides an overall sense, a holistic sense of well-being. It's not only in the physical level. You are not just listening to the music. It also acts upon in the psychological level, the social level, the emotional level, the cognitive level, and even in the spiritual level. Right. And it's free. I mean, it's affordable. Also, it doesn't harm you. So it makes your work environment positive. It can make your home environment positive. If it is a cooperative music therapy group session, it can make your work environment more positive. If it's an individualized session, it can give you a holistic sense of well-being. So basically, it can enhance your quality of life. Right. So this is all about the subjectiveness of music and our musical preferences. So in music therapy, we have a lot of techniques, we have a lot of methods, and under the methods, we have a lot of techniques which are used based on the person who is receiving. So one is movement. Another one is vocal recreation, that the humming and singing comes under vocal recreation. We recreate something. So rhythm-based breathing. Also, breathing together with humming is very good. It activates the vagus nerve. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Thereby it reduces heart rate. Thereby it reduces or regulates rather the blood pressure levels, respiration within minutes. It has been proven through research as well. Another music, very, very commonly used, but unique, I would say, technique is music-assisted relaxation. So music-assisted relaxation is known to reduce cortisol levels, the stress hormone levels, by up to 41%. What is special? This is in a single session of music therapy. All right. So here we are going to experience a music therapy, a little bit of music therapy, a music-assisted relaxation experience, so that we can see actually what happens. We can see whether, oh, is this true? We can just try for ourselves. Let's move on to the experience because we are fighting with time, I believe. So, as Nilachal, can you please prepare for the music-assisted relaxation while I try to share the audio? Please make sure that you are seated comfortably.
Yeah, so we are going to have a relaxation, that music-assisted session, as we have seen now, music-assisted relaxation. So requesting all to just have comfortable position wherever you are. Keep your eyes closed or open, whatever makes you comfortable. Just keep your shoulder relaxed, hands on your thighs, or wherever you feel comfortable. Facial muscles relaxed, eyes remain closed. You can have a gentle smile to start with the session. Just focus on your breath, the cheek, jaw area, shoulder.
Can I check the audio before we start?
Yes, please. Requesting all just to focus on your breath. Just testing the music before it starts. as a therapy session or experiential session. So yeah, it's working. Requesting all to just have a focus on your breath, inhale and exhale, and follow the instructions as Utpala will give in between and before the session.
So you can keep on focusing on your breath as you inhale and exhale. Let's try to do it with me. Let's try to inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3. Keep on breathing. Try to have focus on your breath. And let's relax each part of our body. Let's try to focus on each part of our body, starting with the head. Let's focus on our face and relax. Try to relax each part, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, your chin. Try to relax. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Relax your hands. Relax your hands till the tip of your fingers. Try to feel some lightness. Lips, your nails. Let's move on to our chest area. Keep focusing and try to relax your chest, your stomach area, lower stomach, going below through the hips, the buttocks. Try to focus on each part and relax your genitals, thighs, through your knees to the calf muscles, down the legs, through the ankle, and till the tip of your toenails. Try to feel the relaxation within you. And while your whole body is in a relaxed state, you can now think of something that makes you happy. You can try to imagine something that makes you happy while listening to the music. music has faded and we can remain eyes closed. Let's try to be where you imagined. And let's try to feel how happy, how relaxed, how calm we can be. We can slowly start coming back to where we are right now. Slowly start listening to the sounds around us. Start noticing the small sounds around you. Let's focus on our breath. Let us be thankful for ourselves, for allowing ourselves to experience the happiness we are experiencing. Let's be grateful for life, for giving us all the positivities and negativities. Let's try to feel ourselves on the chair, on the floor. Try to feel the energy that surrounds you. We can slowly move our fingers, feel the sensations, move our toes. Slowly move your hands and your legs. Let's move our neck towards our head, towards our right. And slowly towards our left. Up. And down. Let's try to feel our muscles in our face. Let's give a small smile to feel the cheekbones. Keep on breathing consciously. You may open your eyes whenever you are ready. if I may ask you to respond, I invite you to share out of 5, how much do you feel stressed right now, along with a genuine sharing of how you felt. All right, so 0, 0, 1 to 0. You can have a sip of water. All right, so felt good, similar to my morning meditation and pranayama. This was general music assisted relaxation that we tried to experience within a very short duration, which I'm sure you might have felt the difference before and after. So these types of interventions are being done in music therapy, altering to each person, altering to the requirements and the characteristics of each person who is receiving. Yes, it is somewhat similar to yoga practices, to meditation. And I would say the uniqueness is the music and how it makes an impact on yourself. So music can add to the relaxation in a different way. So I would like you, I felt much energy above my head spiraling upward with the movement pattern of the music. That's amazing. So I think the music has had a real impact. So this being a general music, when it comes to individual, like one-to-one sessions, we can tailor to what we actually likes, which will be more effective individually. Neelachal, you have anything to add?
Yes, it was a wonderful session, and like now we will proceed with the, if anybody has anything to ask. And we also have with us Dr. Ananda sir, and if anybody wants to ask a question, you can ask, and we'll listen to Dr. Ananda sir after that. So anybody, anything want to share or ask?
Excuse me, I just want to know whether to have that music therapy, a person should have a background music knowledge, or people who doesn't have any background knowledge but they like music. What is the difference between the effectiveness of that?
All right. It's a very interesting question. Thank you. So, people who know about music, I would say, would start looking for musical components, would start to observe the rhythm, the musical elements in the music that we play. So it can be definitely the effectiveness can be different. But for music therapy, generally, we do not recommend having, I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a musical background. Not that musicians cannot have music therapy, or it doesn't make an impact on musicians, but you don't have to have a music musical background or education. You don't have to be a musician to receive music therapy, because music therapy is not about music, only about music, as I said earlier. Music is just a tool. Effectiveness, it can be effective even though you know or not. It may vary. The effectiveness can vary depending on how educated you are about music and how much you are practicing. As I said, for a musician, they might end up looking at the music and trying to find faults or trying to identify the raga that we are listening to, these kinds of behaviors. So if you don't have music background, it's no issue at all and is recommended. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you. I just asked that because when we are doing music therapy for a group of people, they are in different situations, different backgrounds, and different knowledge and different interest. Can we practice that music therapy as a group for such a various, that vast diversities there in a clinic? So can we practice at a clinic for whole group the same thing, or we should individually practice depending on their that interest? That's what I wanted. Just people are just playing music in the clinics as music therapy, but I know it is not the music therapy.
Yes. So playing music in the clinic can be music medicine, but not in the general area. If you are intentionally playing a piece of music for a patient, thinking that it might help, it's called music medicine actually, where other healthcare professionals also can practice. Doctors, nurses, any other healthcare profession can practice music medicine, which is selected by the healthcare professional, but music therapy is subjective. And your question, for patients, I would recommend individual sessions always, but group sessions is also possible if the group is like-minded. But I know it's very difficult to find like-minded people at a clinic. So individual sessions would be recommended. And when it comes to patients, it can be about pain, it can be about frustration, not just relaxation. So we can directly cater to their requirement when it is coming as an individual intervention.
Thank you very much for your kindness.
Thank you, ma'am. Bharatji, you wanted to ask a question?
Yes, thank you so much. This was a wonderful session, very interesting. My question involves the selection of music samples we had today was very soothing. Many of the styles of music we recognize. You mentioned that personal preference is used to determine what the patient or client, what music would work for that person. How does that work with the wide range of what we know of as music? And so, for example, the loud music, the intensive music that almost seems discordant. How do you respond when a client requests that type of music as their music therapy? And is it effective, or is it so personalized that it is effective for that person because they like it?
Yes. Oh, very good question. Thank you so much for that. Yes, that kind of music can be used in music therapy because music therapy is not only relaxation. So for relaxation, we can use originally low BPM, and we can filter according to certain characteristics. But music therapy involves creating music, creating sound, creating patterns, rhythms, writing lyrics, and a lot more techniques. So if their preference is on hard rock, electric kind of music, yes, of course, we can listen to music with them. We can talk about the music with them. We can analyze the lyrics if it is songs. So we can definitely use their preferences and slowly, gradually lead them towards a relaxation experience if required. Now, example, if their need is to express their emotions, which they have been holding for some time, then a music assisted relaxation won't suffice. It has to be something expressive. We have to give them the space to express, and through their preferred music, let's say rock music, we can play that music in the background. We can give them an instrument like a djembe or something to play with, and we can play with them together. And we can encourage them to express themselves on the instrument. And we can gradually tone it down. So, of course, their preferences can be used in different techniques.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
I think Amanji has left. Okay, he had some question. He raised his hand.
Question.
Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, he's back. Amanji, you wanted to ask any question? Yes, Amanji.
Yes, thank you first of all, sir. It was an amazing session. And ma'am, I want to ask that, really, since long I have been listening to during my prayer session or yoga session or for relaxation. I have been listening to a lot of songs, bhajans. I just
He has some network issues, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Amanji, you are not audible. I think there is some network issue. No doubt. Amanji, you are not audible. Amanji, you are not audible. Can you ask the
oh,
question short? Like, can you make it
okay.
short? Yeah.
60 BPM. How I find out? Yes, this is 60 BPM.
Okay.
60
BPM
beats
is,
per.
yeah, it is the metronome beat, like this duck, 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 this regular beat. So if you search 60 BPM music, you get it on YouTube. So if you want to know whether the music you already have is 60 BPM, then you can try to tally both. The 60 BPM reference is on YouTube. Maybe we can share a link in the chat here. And you can try to tally the music, whether it aligns, whether it's similar with that tempo. You can get the reference and see whether the music you have aligns with that tempo.
Okay.
Do you
And
think
okay. And ma'am, is this metronomes is also used for the therapy? Just I'm asking.
metronomes
If
are mostly used for neurological music therapy when we want clients to neurological music therapy is a very different specific area. So if we want clients to perform on a certain tempo, like for specific movements, fine or gross movements, if we want to train the clients, then in those cases we use the metronome. Again, with the concept of entrainment, because it's easier for them to follow the metronome, and we start at let's say we want, there's a trigger, then we want to make it less, then we start with their tempo, their rhythm, and gradually we can slow it down so that it slows down. Same with the heart rate. So we can match it with their heart rate and gradually slow down. So with the concept of entrainment, it automatically comes down. Metronomes are used in sessions, yes.
Thank you, Utpala. Thank you for asking questions. And we had a few more slides. That was the. So if you want to contact, here is Utpala's details. And also, if you want to have sessions with Geeta, you can come to the website and the email IDs that you have. You can contact me as well. And also, we have upcoming integrative women's health consultation, both in hybrid mode. Like here in Pondi, we are trying to have one free health checkup campaign in upcoming months. We will be updating the information soon, and it will be happening here. So if you also want to participate, we will have it in hybrid mode, so you can also have the benefits. So it's for women specifically, so you can share among your friend circle and your known people. So yeah, and yes, I hope, yeah. And also, last but not least, we have with us our dear Dr. Ananda sir. So I would like to invite sir for speaking a few words, sir. Over to you, sir. Sir, are you there? I think. Okay. So I think there is some issues regarding that, or he is out and he has joined from somewhere. He is doing multiple tasking and try to be in this session as well, to help us motivate and to guide. So yeah. So thank you sir for joining, and it really means a lot. So we'll go to the end of this session. So anything you want to conclude with today's session, Utpala? And we'll finish with the Shanti Mantra.
Okay, so I am sharing the 60 BPM link, a YouTube link in the chat box for your reference. It doesn't mean that you need to have 60 BPM, but around 60 BPM is good to synchronize with a healthy heart rate. So thank you very much for all of you who joined, who interacted, responded. And I see a last message about the concept of entrainment. Yes, it is very interesting because it's there everywhere in our day-to-day lives as well. Even I have seen a person, I can't remember the exact name, he says that we are influenced by the 5 people that we associate the most. We become like them. So that is concept of entrainment. We become like the 5 people who we associate the most. So it's there in our day-to-day lives. So thank you again for sharing, for responding, and for being with us. We have exceeded time, but you all are there. It means a lot for us. Thank you so much, Neelachal, for this opportunity. And in future, we are definitely looking forward to look at more specific topics related to music therapy, like anxiety and pain and more. So please await.
So stay tuned with all the upcoming sessions with Geeta, and we will keep you updating with the sessions. So let's finish today's session with the Shanti Mantra, requesting all to join with me. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu. Om
Shanti,
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 Shanti.
Shanti.
Om. Thank you everyone. Thank you Utpala for joining. Namaste and pranam. See you later.